I'm on a quest to read every Star Wars novel ever written, because a good story can inspire people to do great things. Today I'll be talking about Eyes Like Stars by Ashley Poston, the first official romance novel in the Star Wars series. I know that might catch a lot of people off guard. It certainly did me. After all, romance is a key element of Star Wars and has been since the original trilogy. But what I learned is that specifically the notion of a romance novel indicates two things. One, that romance needs to be the main driver of the plot as opposed to just something happening on the side, as it is with, say, Han Solo and Princess Leia. But two, you must have a happily ever after ending or a hopeful ending, something implying that, maybe your main characters will get together in the end. So, spoiler alert, but this is the first romance novel. Set about a year and a half before The Force Awakens, this book follows Ardent Quay, a young woman who works for her family's tour liner, on a ship that tours the notable sites of the Galactic Civil War, going to planets like Naboo and Tatooine and Gorman. But while moored on Coruscant, she happens to run into a mysterious young man who seems to be in trouble with the First Order, a gang of terrorists that have been causing trouble in the Galactic Senate, but nothing all that significant yet. The two of them wind up in trouble together, one thing leads to another, and he asks if he can stow away on her ship to flee Coruscant and hopefully find his way into the Outer Rim without the First Order following him. And, of course, lovey-dovey stuff ensues. And that's really the best way of describing this book, lighthearted tone included. It is very much a romance novel. I've talked to people about this is very clearly aimed at book talk, just casual readers who want a fun, enjoyable love story. Myself, having grown up as a big fan of Hugh Grant rom-coms, I found it delightful. But I do think it's important to know what it is going in. It's not a book that takes itself tremendously seriously. It's more about having fun with the premise. There's bits of them flirting as they're running away from danger, one-liners and zingers. It's all very cute and charming, not tremendously deep, but enjoyable. It solely focuses on their love and their connection, while also weaving a plot about, the resurgent First Order, about concerns growing in the galaxy, about just what this faction wants to do. I think a lot of people don't really know how the First Order actually acted in the galaxy up until The Force Awakens. It pretty much presents them as the Empire, and so, not a lot of people know about, what were they before the giant laser? And essentially what they are is just loud, annoying complainers in the Senate. There were rumors that they were up to some shady stuff, but really they're just known as a political faction. And I think it's fun the way that this presents that more casual side of them, until, of course, as the plot goes on, you do start to see more of the actual nature of the First Order. This is, of course, before Starkiller Base, but it is well after the disappearance of Luke Skywalker, and that is something that it briefly touches on. But this is not a story that's very much about Jedi. There really isn't a lot of Force usage in it. It really is just a couple of people in the galaxy having, their own little story, and I like that. I think that the character work in it is solid. Like I said, it leans very much into that, sort of heightened rom-com style reality. Everyone's very funny and witty, but they are still a charming cast of characters that were enjoyable enough to read throughout it. Besides your main boy and girl, you've got your usual suspects, a couple of charming droids bantering back and forth. Her dad is the lead of the cruise liner, the captain of the ship, and he is a fun character as well. Her crew members, besides just his daughter, he also has a couple of other hired crew on the ship. They're all very likable. Overall, I think this is just a very charming standalone story. It's not going to change anyone's view of the Star Wars series, and I do definitely think that I would advise, maybe not caution in picking it up, but just I would only recommend this if it looks like something you would enjoy. If it doesn't seem like your cup of tea, it probably won't be, but if it seems cute, if it seems charming, you're probably going to have a tremendously fun time. I would gladly give it a 6 out of 10.